Okay, this will be a short video just showing you my progress. Here I've got the indirect hot water heater that replaced the gas hot water heater that I had there before, and I just got done plumbing that in. You can see the hot water, the domestic water coming in and hot water going out right here. This is the hot water going out to the house, the cold water coming in, and that obviously goes into the hot water heater down here. Then we have the boiler heating fluid going in, coming out. So the system is essentially finished as far as the boiler's concerned. I ran it all last winter and it worked just fine. That's the makeup water for the pressure regulated backflow, a little bit of a expansion tank there to make things run smoothly. This relay is for to energize that pump, and also that receives the signal from the boiler. Now you can see here I've got 8 zone valves, or 7 for the house and 1 for the hot water heater. The way I've wired this in the controls is that whenever, and I had to use this little relay down here to make all this happen, but whenever this gets a signal, a call signal for heat, automatically this bank shuts off. So then all these valves shut off so that I'm getting just directly hot water directly from the boiler into the hot water heater. The other thing is that it also uses that relay to cut the outside sensor, the signal from the outside sensor to the boiler, so that the boiler recognizes the coldest day and the boiler temperature will go up to 190 while it's calling for hot water. If it doesn't call for hot water, then the sensor gets the signal again and it completes the circuit, and then it tells the boiler what temperature to make the water based on the outside temperature. You know, we also installed these these are just flow regulators, so that when I have 2 pipes going to the same zone, they balance the flow so that we get the same amount of flow in each pipe, or at least the same amount of flow in all the pipes in the same zone. So basically those just get balanced when the heat is called for, and then I just set the, you know, we start with this end where you're going to have the least amount of draw, and then I just set all the others to that temperature. Now this is the controller. That's going to be the brains for the geothermal system. Now obviously the geothermal system is going to sit here. These are the pipes coming from the well. This is all the manifold that joins them all, but I'll have to get a flow regulator here. Now this one will operate the forced air system, so it's going to be heating and cooling forced air here. And then I've got 2 more that are coming in from wells underground that I'm going to dig in the front yard, and then 2 more I'm going to have up here for the compost pile, and that will be with a heat exchanger, and that'll just be at the end of the line. When this one comes in from the ground, then it'll pick up a little more heat from the compost pile, and then I'll build the compressor and all the refrigerants and whatnot, and then it'll also chill my walk-in cooler over there. So that's essentially it. To this point, I've got, you know, I had to dig the well. You guys probably saw that, and just give you a panoramic view. I'm starting to sheetrock it in with the 5/8 fire block, and and eventually I want to close this whole thing in and then insulate the back for sound dampening. And here's the, obviously right here, I had to tie in the ground. All this, because I have a lot of copper that's not grounded, really not attached to anything, so I tied it in with the electrical ground here. The box is obviously grounded to the local ground there. And when I get the compressor in, I'll use up the rest of those. And that's pretty much it. I'll give you another video once I get the geothermal system in. I have the wells dug. I just need to tie it together, put it in a compressor, and and do a little refrigeration on that one, and that'll be for another time.